Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is iTalk here, and in today's video, we have a brand new video. So today, I thought we would talk about the Chapter 5 Season 2 skins because, well, we get the next season tomorrow, and I thought it'd be a good idea to talk about the skins today. This is the first season that I've decided I am not going to be buying everything new in the game. I just don't really have it in me to do it anymore, especially because I'll be straight up with you, I don't like the locker UI so much that I barely even run any skins much at all anymore. I barely change it out because it's such a hassle for me to use it. I'd rather not support the system by buying the brand new stuff in the game. So some of the skins I talk about today, I'm not going to have a perspective of like me using them or anything like that, but I don't think anyone necessarily cares about that. I think people just want to hear my opinions on the skins. So here we go. We're going to start from the beginning here. We're going to start off with the Battle Pass skins, starting with the Cerberus skin. I won't lie, I think Cerberus is a pretty cool skin. As a tier 1 skin, I think it's pretty good. I like the color schemes that it came with. You got a bunch of different edit styles as well. I think this is just a really creative outfit. With what they were given with for the theme of this season, I think they did a really good job with the Cerberus outfit. I think my favorite part about it is the fact that, like, a Cerberus is a three-headed dog, right? Like, that is what it is. And what they did was they gave Cerberus two little heads on each sides of, like, his vest. Really neat idea, man. I think they did a really good job with that. I love all the glowy bits, the smoke and all that. It's a really cool outfit. I think they did a phenomenal job with the Cerberus skin. Next up, we move on to Aphrodite. Man, Aphrodite, you know, I think the hair looked a bit too big on the head. I even said this in the Battle Pass overview video, my reaction to it. I thought the hair was too big on her, and I still feel that way today. I feel like the hair is just a little big on her. She does have some cool edit styles, I will not lie. I do like what they did with her. I do like the one edit style they gave her with the longer hair. That looks way better than the hair that she has on by default. Without a doubt, that looks way better. Do love the clothing styles here, though. I do love the color schemes and stuff like that. The Aphrodite skin is very, I don't want to say generic, but she kind of is to me. A little generic, but I do like the dress. The dress style was really good. I really did like what they did with that. But the main default style, I don't know. It's kind of generic, but we're getting to the point now where we have, like, what, 1,600 Fortnite skins. There's going to be some that kind of just don't always hit the mark for me, and that's totally fine. It's Fortnite, you know. They're not going to be mad at me. Oh, God, iTalk did not like the Aphrodite skin for the hair. How dare he? Literally not like that at all. It's just my opinion. Aphrodite was kind of weak, but with the progressive styles that she had going on later on with the different hair and the different clothing, I think that went a lot better. We move on to the Medusa skin. I think this skin was pretty cool. We already kind of had a Medusa skin earlier on. I don't remember the name of the skin exactly, but I'm pretty sure it was like a $15 pack or something like that. I like to say that this is better. This is a more accurate representation of the Medusa character. Love the hair, love the clothing style, and again, I think they did a really good job with what they had. This was a themed season based on different Greek gods and mythology, and I think they did a really good job with the Medusa skin. I like the default clothing more than the Gorgon warrior style. I don't know, I just think that they did a better job with the more default style, in my personal opinion. But regardless, I still think the skin looks great. And the super styles, I guess I should mention them. I think they're fine. I never run super styles, like, at all. And I don't think many people do either. Regardless, I still think they look cool. I don't know, I feel like maybe the super style should just be, like, I don't know, like a bit simpler or something that doesn't just, like, glow up the eyes all the time. I don't know, maybe I'm just talking out of my butt here. But overall, I think the Medusa skin is a really good one. Then we move on to my favorite skin from the Battle Pass, which was the Artemis skin. Ah, man, this is a good one. This is a really good skin. I really enjoyed the mask on style for this skin. I will say, though, it almost kind of sucks because I'm actually starting to like the default version more. The reason why is because when you have the mask on, it also puts on, like, this, like, hood on her. And I don't think she really needs that. I love the hair and how glowy it is and how crazy it looks. I almost would rather the mask not be on because at least you can see the hair and, like, the galaxy effect that it has throughout the outfit. Phenomenal skin. I'm a sucker for galaxy sort of styles and stuff like that, so maybe that's why I like it so much. And also, I should mention the Elysian Artemis style with that pink and blue and the white. Looks great. Best skin in the battle pass without a doubt for me, which is weird because you would assume the next skin here, Hades, would be my favorite skin because it's a mask and it looks like it's a pretty cool skin, right? And I do agree. I think Hades was a really good tier 100 skin. I say tier 100, you know, it's a tier 100 skin. Final page of the battle pass, we're calling it a tier 100, okay? I think the skin's heat, man. This was a really, really good skin. Really happy with this one. I think the color schemes were really well done as well. I did really enjoy that. Overall, it's a dominating and it's an effective tier 100 skin. I'm getting a little nostalgic as I'm thinking about this, but I really miss back in the times when the tier 100 skins were always something that was like worthy to get, right? It was always something to grind for, and it was a menacing skin. Midas and Omega are my two favorite tier 100 skins we ever got because I felt like when you earned it, it made you a scary person to go out and fight on the battlefield for sure. When you saw someone running Omega, you knew that like they were an experienced player. Midas, same thing. I felt like you were deemed as that back in the day, but not so much anymore. And I think with Hades, I feel like it kind of brings that aura back, which I think is cool. We move on to the Zeus skin. This is definitely my least favorite skin in the past. I don't know. Did not really care for this one much at all. You know, it's kind of like old man Santa as a Zeus cosplayer. It is what it is. The Conqueror Zeus style with that hair, not doing it for me at all. It's just not good. I don't like the skin at all. I'm sorry. It's just not my favorite. And then we move on to the Poseidon skin. This one's fine. I don't have much to say about it. There wasn't a ton going on with this skin, but I like what they did with it. I will say, though, that we did get the greatest music pack / jam track from this character with the Swim Free music pack. It is the greatest song I have ever heard in my life. Oh my god, it's so bad. Anyway, that was the battle pass. This was an interesting battle pass considering the fact that most times whenever we get a battle pass that has a theme around it, they drop skins in there that don't coincide with the theme because you don't want to risk having it so you lose out on sales because someone doesn't care for the theme. Me personally, not a big fan of Greek mythology. I just didn't really care too much about the theming with this battle pass and with this season in general, but people have different tastes, man. It's just something you gotta understand. Not everyone is gonna like everything that you do. So for me, just wasn't feeling it with this season and with the battle pass in general. But we move on to the Odyssey skin. This skin is interesting because you're able to change the edit style based on the ranks that you have gotten in Fortnite Ranked. I think that's a dope idea for a skin. I really do. It shows off that, yeah, I grind out the game in a competitive sense and I can run these sort of edit styles. My highest, I believe, was like Diamond, so I can run like the Diamond style all the way down to the lowest rank, which is cool. It wasn't like that before, but now you can change the edit styles however you want. I'm not sure if your rank resets each season. I'm sure it does, so you probably will lose those edit styles. Regardless, it's still a cool skin to have to kind of show off your rank and stuff like that. And the skin is beautiful. I really do enjoy the skin. I don't like the helmet. I feel like the helmet is kind of not necessary, but I'm happy for options at least. I think she looks way better without the helmet on. I think the helmet almost like squeezes down on her head a little bit. Like her hair can barely get out of her helmet. It looks like she's suffocating in this thing. Like if you look at it, it just, I don't know. I'm getting that visual. I don't know why. I feel like she just looks better without the helmet on. We move on. Next skin we have here is the Rufus skin. This is a fun skin. I do quite enjoy this one. It's kind of weird that the ears actually go through the trash lid. I just actually noticed that. Has that always been like that? I guess it always has been. And it's a fun outfit. You could run hat on and off, which is funny because it's a trash lid running that as a hat. Hat on, I think, looks better than hat off. I don't know. I feel like the biggest issue I have with this skin, and I don't know if it's really even that big of an issue, is that like his head is so wide. Like it's weird for me to look at this because of how wide it is. It feels like a costume at this point. But regardless, I think the skin's great. If you don't look at the head too much and you're not like, wow, that's a really big head, I think it's a really good skin for what they did with it. I'm not going to complain too much about that. We're going to move on next to the Bright Agent skin. This was a starter pack skin for this season, and I quite like what they did with this one. It's another Bright Bomber sort of reimagining, and I think they did a good job with it. You can run glasses on and off. I don't really care for either or. You can run either or. I don't think there's a big deal with either one of these. The skin's nice though. It's a nice little reintroduction to the Bright Bomber. I will say the one thing that really annoys me with this skin is the fact that one of her legs just has her pants up a bit too high for seemingly no reason. Why are you doing that? It's a little weird to me, but regardless, I think the skin is totally fine. We move on to the Clara skin. Clara, I don't know how you want to pronounce it, but this is also another starter pack, and I think that this is a really good one. Love the hair, love the color scheme, love the frill on like the legs and on the arms and stuff like that. I think they did a fantastic job with this skin. It is really good, and I feel like it does deserve a lot of praise, and I think it does. I think a lot of people do enjoy this sort of skin. We move on to the Dr. Vinderbot skin. This is a Save the World starter pack. This is the guy who invented V-Bucks. It's kind of crazy. Also, one huge awesome thing with this skin is that you can now finally get blue glow as a back bling, which is this satisfying piece of blue glow, and it's just on your back, so you can always see it morph and mesh and stuff like that. It's such a satisfying thing to get in Save the World. To have it as a back bling, you could just stare at this thing for hours and never get bored, I swear. And the skin itself, I think, is actually really fun. It's just a character from Save the World, so, I mean, you get with what you get with. And I think it's a good skin. Without a doubt, I really do enjoy the Dr. Vinderbot skin. I think they did a fantastic job with him, for sure. Next skin to talk about here is the Lena Scorch skin. This is a PlayStation Plus celebration pack. I quite like this. I actually do quite like this skin. A lot of people don't seem to like it, but again, I don't really care if people dislike something, but I like to mention if people seemingly like and dislike something, I do kind of like to mention that. I think with her though, Lena Scorch, I think they did a good job with the skin. Love the horns on like this, what is this, like an aviator sort of cap, like a Renegade Raider sort of hat, but with like, it has a brim on it, so I don't really know. The color scheme as well is also very interesting. The jacket is so bulky and ridiculous. It's a fun skin though. I think they did a really good job with this one, and I'm happy that we do actually have this in the game. I think it's just a genuinely fun outfit. Weird for it to be a PlayStation Plus skin. There's no blue or anything that would give you the inkling that this was a skin for PlayStation Plus members. Absolutely nothing that tells you that. Not really complaining, but just why? Next skin we have here is the Anwar skin, as well as the Nura skin. I hope I pronounced those correctly. I believe these skins were for Ramadan, and I think they did a really good job with these skins. I really do enjoy the color scheme, especially that we got with these skins. The masks, I think, also look very cool. Very happy with what we got with these skins. I like the texture. I like the quality. They look good. I really do enjoy these outfits. I think they were fantastic. We move on to Discotheque Manic. Could this have been an edit style for the Manic skin? Maybe, but I do notice some different textures and different things going on that would make it stand out from it being not so much a recolor or something like that. Like, it definitely is, but like, they put some extra effort into this to make it different. Also, it reacts to music, which is pretty cool. It's a fun skin. I like it more than the base Manic skin, I will say that. I do like the color schemes more because, again, purple, pink, and blues, you know, those are my favorite color schemes. So I do quite like this outfit for what it gave us. We move on to the Dynamic Hush skin. What on earth is that gold style? That looks like piss yellow. I'm sorry. I'm not... I can't look at that and in good faith say, yeah, that's gold. Dude, no, it is not. That is not a good color scheme on this skin. I do not like that gold style whatsoever. The base style, though, looks great. It's a reimagined version of the Hush skin, and I think it looks good. Not much else to say there. I think it looks good. I think the normal Hush still looks better, but this is still a pretty good one. We move on to Airforian and the Eclipse skins. Eclipse is great. I really like what they did with the Eclipse skin here. I believe this was for a Nike collaboration, and I think they did a great job with these skins. I think Airforian is just so derpy. Like, I really do like the skin too, don't get me wrong, but like, come on, man. Like, are you gonna take someone seriously running the skin, or are you gonna just laugh at them? It's a funny skin, but I think that Eclipse is actually like genuinely really good. I do like the default style way more than the Night version. Night version just has too much harsh color schemes, I feel like, but with the Eclipse skin, it's way more spaced out and it looks way more natural to me. and I like it. I like the Eclipse skin genuinely a lot. It's a really, really good outfit. We move on to Ascendant Midas skin. God damn, this is a good skin. Like what they did with this skin, I think we've been waiting for this skin for quite a while. It is a fantastic skin. I think a lot of people really like this skin. It's got your reactivity like Midas skins always do. You also have the Shade style, which again, Shade looks sick, man. Shade looks mean looking. This is what I was talking about with the tier 100 skins, how they should have some sort of like, you should be scared of them essentially. And this skin, it's good. It's really, really good. I'm really happy with what they did with this skin. And it does suck though, because like if you want to see that really cool green edit style, you have to turn off the reactivity. You have to turn it off, or else you're just gonna have the reactivity going on and you won't be able to fully enjoy the green. But regardless of that, the skin's sick. It's so good. It's so good. I don't have much else to say about it. It's just so good. We move on to the young adult Groot skin and the Mantis skins. I believe these skins were sold together. Same with the Drax skin as well. Might as well mention that too. Drax does not look like Batista, which is a shame, but I understand why he's not. It's because, you know, just because Drax is from Guardians of the Galaxy, that doesn't mean, oh, herdy-dur, Dave Batista's got to be the Drax character. Not necessarily that, but I think it looks good regardless. I think it looks fine. Mantis, I think, is adorable. I know nothing about the Mantis character, but I really like her look. And I don't know, it's just a really cute looking skin. And then young adult Groot, you know, this is the best way to get the Groot skin if you don't have the Groot skin from Chapter 2, Season 4. So if you don't have that skin and you want a skin similar to that, well, this is your next best bet. A lot bulkier than Groot, but you know what? I think it looks great. And this whole collab was genuinely really cool. I know they have all the licenses to Marvel and stuff like that, so they're just going to keep dumping all these Marvel skins into the game. But regardless of that, still looks good, man. They all look good. We move on to the Aubrey skin. This is probably the most hated skin in this season for sure, but I genuinely do enjoy this skin. Love the nerdy kind of texture and sort of like fun it brings. I don't know, the hat as well with like the straps as well as the goggles. I get like a Little Rascals vibe from this skin. I don't know what it is. I think it's just, it feels very like 80s, 90s sort of aesthetic with like the hot dog and all that. And again, the helmet with like the cat ears. I find this skin fun. It's a fun outfit. I know a lot of people don't like this skin, but that's fine. The more people don't like a skin, the more I'm most likely going to like it. So take that, I guess. I generally think Aubrey's great. If you don't like it, that's totally fine. But in my personal opinion, I think Aubrey's dope. We move on to the Fortnite crew skin, Ares. Ares, man, my God. Everyone likes this skin. I don't think I've seen a single person say this skin is bad. I did hear, and I saw this in like some YouTube descriptions. Apparently this was supposed to be the secret skin for this battle pass, but it turns out we didn't get that. With that, we got Korra, which made people hate Korra even more. I should probably get to Korra eventually. But with the Ares skin, I think they did a fantastic job with it. Yeah, I think this would have been better if you wanted to keep with the theming of the battle pass. You would have made this the secret skin. I get why they didn't, because they maybe just wanted to have that collab in there to get some extra sales and stuff like that. But Ares is so dope. It's a great skin and it's just fantastic. I really don't have much else to say about it. They did a really good job with this skin. Might as well talk about Korra now. A lot of people don't like this skin for the sake that she's in the pass as a secret skin. That is why people are upset with this skin, which I find to be hilarious, because I don't think it's that big of a deal at all. I'm seeing so many people just so mad about it. Like, I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. It's not that big of a deal. I think she looks good. I'm not a Avatar watcher. I've not seen the entire show, but I do know that Korra is a pretty cool looking character, and I do quite like it. I do know she had like that extra show that came out. Did not watch it. Heard mixed about it. So I don't know. I think it's a good skin, and I don't think that we need to be that upset about her being in the battle pass when it probably should have been Ares. Let's be honest. But like, I don't know. It's whatever. I think the skin's fine. If you don't like it, just don't run it, I guess. I don't know. We move on to the Charon skin. Now, this is somehow involved with the Aubrey skin. I don't know how, but I actually kind of find that interesting that they're both kind of connected, because this just does not look like this would belong with Aubrey. It's a reimagining of the Oro skin, and I like it. I like the color scheme with it. It's a fun skin, and it's only 1,200 V-Bucks in comparison to Oro being 2,000. It's good. It's a really good skin. I really do quite enjoy this one. We move on to the Hail skin. This one is interesting, to say the least. This skin right here is the reason why Pizzo does not buy everything in the game anymore. He does still buy stuff, but he doesn't buy everything anymore. This was his last straw. A 1200 V-Bucks skin with no back bling. And to be fair, I don't blame him. It really inspired me to just not really care as much as to collect everything in the game anymore. This is the skin that did it for him. It's not what did it for me personally. I think that this skin actually looks quite nice. I do like the goth aesthetic of the Hail skin. It's an interesting sort of color scheme with the clothing being like a turquoise to like a purple fade there. I think it's quite nice. I actually do like the skin a bit. No back bling. I just run 6 ring on everything anyway. It's not that big of a deal to me personally. Then we move on to the Katara, the Toph, and the Zuko skins. Again, I am not an Avatar watcher, so I apologize if I just don't have much else to say about the skins. I think they translated well. I think that they all look good. A lot of people did not like the pricing on these skins. They were very expensive for what you got with them. You did get a bit, yes, but the pricing of them were a little bit much. And that won't be the only time we mention that here on the video. There is a skin that came out somewhat recently that was also priced pretty high. Regardless, I think they did a fantastic job with translating these characters from the show to this. I think they look great. Toph being my favorite for sure. And then Zuko, I think, just looks sick. I think he looks great. And then the other skin as well, the Katara skin, I also think looks very good. I will say, the cell shading does not bother me. They are getting so much better with the cell shading. So kudos to Fortnite for working that out, because sometimes it's very overbearing. So I'm happy that they're somewhat tweaking it. And this was the skin that did it for me, the Toshiro skin. This is a skin where I saw it and I'm like, I am not buying this. This does not look good to me whatsoever. It's just not a skin I ever was going to see myself run anyway. You know, if it comes back, will I plan on buying it? Not really. I don't like it. I think it looks bad. It just does not look good to me. This was the skin that did it for me, where I'm like, I'm just not going to buy everything in the game anymore. I will buy a lot, but I'm not going to buy everything. It's just not worth it. With how many skins I have in the game right now, am I ever gonna be like, oh man, I miss that one item shop skin I didn't get? It's an item shop skin. If I somehow warm up to the skin next year, it'll probably come back and I'll be able to get it. So it's not the end of the world if I don't get it now. But man, I just don't like it. Just do not like it. And speaking of another skin I didn't get, it's the Mattias skin. This is a part of a Fuse Quest starter pack. I, once again, did not buy this, and there is a jam track with it, except it's not a jam track, it's a lobby track. So I was just thinking that, like, oh, should I buy it just for the jam track? Because I am collecting all the jam tracks just so whenever me and my buddies want to play festival, I literally have every song. But no, it's just a lobby track. So with this skin, I think it looks bad. This looks like a skin we were supposed to get for free by completing some challenges that we've had before with Rocket Racing. It doesn't look good. I just don't care for it. I'm sorry. It's just not a skin I necessarily care for. Next up is Aang and Avatar State Aang. I feel like that this could have just been one skin with an edit style. I don't know why these are separate skins. I actually, no. I understand why. It's because they wanted to sell us a mini battle pass. I totally get it now. They're good. Once again, they fit well into this sort of 3D plane that we have called Fortnite. I think they look good. The cell shading, a little bit overpowering here, but again, I think it looks fine for what we got with it. We move on to Horizon and the Cosma skins. I think these skins are great. These are some of my favorite skins that we got for Coachella. They really do have that nostalgia factor for me for sure with the astronaut skins that we had back in Chapter 1, Season 3. I really do get that vibe with these skins. I think they're fantastic, man. I think they're really cool. I feel like they have character, even though that you can't see their face. I still think they provide some character. I really do quite enjoy these skins. My only complaint with these skins is the sides of the helmet having that rectangle there. I don't know what that is, but the more I look at it, the more I'm like, this just kind of looks ugly. I feel like they're supposed to be like speakers or something like that, because they have like the plus and the minus sign, or it looks like more like a minus sign and then like a circle, but I don't know what they're supposed to be, but my God, is it throwing me off a little bit. Regardless, I think the skins are great. Don't have an issue with them. We move on to the Apollo skin. I think this skin's cool. This is a really neat skin. Really like the color scheme here with the blue and the white, as well as like the hand as well on the right with like that weird sort of glow to it. It's interesting. I don't know how to explain it. It looks like goo to me, but I think it looks pretty neat. And the outfit in general, I think it's fantastic. I think it's a really good one. Don't think many people really cared for this one, but I think it's good. I think it's a good skin. We move on to Harpy Haze. This is good. Another Haze skin. I think this is like her third skin, but you know what? It's a good one. I do quite enjoy the Harpy Haze skin. I like what they did with the clothing scheme here, having it all feathery and having the sort of divides. This doesn't feel like a Haze reskin, right? It doesn't feel like a recolor. It is a reskin, I should say, but like it's not, it doesn't feel like a recolor. It feels like a lot of attention to detail was put into the skin. I also love the horns on the hat. It's a nice detail. It's very nice. I think overall this outfit is fantastic. Really happy to have this in the game. We move on to Inferno Skeleton Balvin. So I do like this skin. There is a reactivity on style that reminds me a lot of the Galaxy Grappler skin, and that was the one thing that was really turning me away from the outfit. And then I found out, oh, you could just run 0 reactivity. This is a skin of a recolor of the J Balvin's third edit style. I don't know how I feel about that, having it being 1,500 V-Bucks as well. I don't know why they did that. You might as well have just recolored the entire J Balvin skin with all the edit styles involved with this skin, instead of just choosing the third edit style of the first skin. Not a good look in my personal opinion. I would have just done an Inferno version of Balvin and J Balvin and just have all the edit styles have this. I think that would have been better, but regardless, I think it's a great skin. I feel like they could have done more with it. We move on to Curious. And I'm curious about this skin. I don't necessarily know what I'm looking at with this skin. I feel like it has a lot of mystique. I don't have a lot of answers when I'm looking at the skin. I'm sort of like, I feel like I'm seeing something, but I can't quite put my finger on it. I know we've got like the yin yang on the back and on the front with the scarf and stuff like that, and I do quite like that, but it's just so interesting. I don't necessarily know what I'm looking at. It feels story related, but I don't know. Maybe something Link's related as well. We'll have to wait and see on that one. We got the Perseus skin. This is for the level up quest pack. I think it's dope. I don't think you should take the helmet off though. I think you keep that helmet on to add the character. I feel like it looks good this way, and I do like the all storied hero Perseus style there. I think that's pretty cool too. Not a lot to talk about here with this level up quest pack. Honestly, this actually might be one of the weaker ones. Regardless, you get 28 free levels and you get the skin. I think it's pretty dope, not gonna lie. We move on to the Green Roots Billy skin, the Billie Eilish skin. This is great. This is a really, really fun skin. I do love the fact that we have all these festival pass skins that are coming out every festival season. That's awesome. So we're going to be getting more and more artists coming to the game essentially in droves. Like I'd imagine at least like 4 to 5 artist skins coming out every year, something like that. And Billie Eilish, I love her style. She's just got a lot of cool color schemes and a lot of cool clothing going on. The glasses, usually I like to say that like the edit style should have like the most sort of stuff going on with it to like give it the character. Recon Expert, you keep the helmet on, right? Infiltrator, you keep the helmet on. With this, I would take the shades off. I feel like the shades look a little too... I don't feel like they work with her all that well, if I'm being straight up with you. Also, I will mention that the ultraviolet edit style, sick. It's sick. It gives me kind of like Suicide Squad vibes with like the skulls and stuff like that. I think it's a dope skin. Same with just the base style. I love it. It's a fantastic skin. Very happy to have it. Philosopher Banano Crates is the next skin. I did not buy this as well. This was one I'm like, I'm just not. I'm not buying another Peely skin. I'm sorry. There's just... I did buy the pickaxe because the pickaxe is dope, but like the skin, it's funny. I get it. Not something I necessarily care for though. We move on to the Nike Goddess skin. This is clean. This is such a clean outfit. I think a lot of people do like this one as well. It's just so good. I don't really have too much to say about it besides the fact that it just feels so fierce and dominant, especially with like that silver on the arm piece as well as the muted white and black matte color schemes. It's just so good. And then you got like the tints of the orange in the hair, throughout the outfit, on the kneecaps, on the arm, on both arms rather. They're just great. It's a really cool skin to promote more Nike stuff. I think it's fantastic. Really cool skin. We move on to the Sakaran Champion Hulk and the Hella Odin skins. These are both skins. Once again, I actually did not buy. Didn't really care for the Hulk skin. After playing Marvel Rivals, though, I won't lie, I would like to maybe get the Gila skin once it comes back to the shop because I actually know more about her character now. I still feel like they should have it so you can take the hat off because, my God, is that a little bit distracting? They don't even have that. There's an edit style to, like, remove, like, the green and make it more like a gray, which is cool looking, but I don't know. I'd rather you could just take the helmet off just because it's so distracting to me. Let's move on to the Court Controller, the Board Crasher, the Finesse Forward, the Trace Specialist, the Rebound Warrior, the Layup Legend, the Court Commander, Post Patroller, Shot Caller with a dash in it, and the Assist Mayhem skins. These are a new customizable skin where it's basically NBA but anime. There's custom teams that you can change the team to and have different colors for the shoes, the pants, the clothing, everything. Everything is customizable with this skin. And they're fantastic, man. These are really cool skins. I really like what they did with these skins. If I had to say my favorites, it'd probably be like Assist Maven is really good, and the Court Commander. Court Commander has that really cool hairstyle that you just do not see a lot of Fortnite skins wearing, and they just did such a good job with these skins, man. They are so good. Let's move on to the Champion Siren. This is once again another skin I did not buy. It's just Siren is a recolor of an FNCS stuff. I just don't care. I do not care for this. We move on to the Spirit Hunter Seiko skin. This is another Fortnite crew skin, and probably one of the more boring Fortnite crew skins in my personal opinion. After 42 Fortnite crews, one of them was gonna get a boring from me. I'll just be straight up with you. It's fine. It's fine for what it is, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like there could have been more with this. I don't know. Like the clothing and the hat, like, I don't know. Just something about it. I just don't know. I just don't know how I feel about this skin. We move on to Dagobah Luke. I think it looks fine. The Star Wars stuff has been in the shop for quite a while, so a lot of people are kind of tired of these skins. And I don't know. Just, it's Luke with more sweat and different clothing. That's really all it is. The back bling people really care about, though, is the Yoda back bling. A lot of people seem to like the Yoda back bling. Caused a lot of crashing recently, but I think it's fixed now. And the back bling itself is really high quality, and it's really cool. People really do seem to like that back bling. And then also, don't forget the Chewbacca skin. We have this as well. It's literally Chewbacca. Pretty cool. You have to buy the adventure pass to get the skin, and then you can unlock a whole bunch of Lego stuff, which I have yet to get. I have yet to get that Lego stuff yet, and I really got to get that. So, yeah, there you go with that. And Chewbacca's cool. Chewbacca's cool. The Luke skin's just okay, but I think the normal Luke skin was fine. I understand why they reskinned him, but you know, it is what it is, really. We move on to the Elowen skin. This is another skin I did not purchase. It looks kind of dull-ish like, and the color scheme is so faded. I feel like I'm colorblind looking at this thing. I don't know. I feel like maybe that's like not the right thing to say, but like I look at it and I'm like, is it my eyes or is it just the game, or is that how they made it where the colors are so faded? Like, I can't tell. I feel like it was done on purpose, and I just didn't really care for this one. Maybe when it comes back, maybe I'll buy it. Maybe I will, but to me, it was the color scheme just looking so unbelievably faded, and I can't tell if that was done on purpose or not. I think it was, though. We move on to the Honey Dancer skin. I think it's a good skin. However, why wasn't this just an edit style for Snow Dancer? I don't know. It's a recolor, obviously. I will say, to be fair, it does have different clothing. It is slightly different. I will say that. But I don't know. I feel like you could have just maybe made this into an edit style. I don't know. Even like the back brace, I think, is like the exact same. Same with the frontal part that's like covering the chest. I feel like that there's a lot of similarities with this skin compared to the other one. But regardless, I'm not too upset about that fact. I think the skin still looks good. Do not get me wrong. I I don't know. I feel like it wasn't changed up enough in order to make it a separate skin, at least to me. Like, if you want to go out with a full-on recolor, then do that, but you didn't. You went with a skin that was actually a retexturing, but I just feel like there wasn't enough to it to make it feel like, oh, this is a completely different skin, but it's the same character. So essentially it's a recolor. I'm just going to kind of say it's a recolor with a few different touch-ups here and there. It's not that bad. It's not a bad skin. It really isn't, but it's just a little annoying, I guess, kind of, sort of. We move on to Lando Carlesian, I don't know how to pronounce his name, and the AWR Trooper. I think these skins are cool. I'm not a Star Wars person, so I don't know much about the characters in and of themselves. I think the AWR Trooper is pretty sweet, except that gross, like, shoulder pad on the right side. Ugh, I do not like that when I'm aiming down sights. I do not like that. Still cool skins, though. I think they did a good job with translating them from the movies and the media to actually being in Fortnite. They always do a good job with that, and I think it looks good. We move on to Lavendra. This is probably one of my top 3 favorite skins from this season. It's adorable. I really do enjoy this skin a lot. It's just really fun. I don't know what gives me that sort of vibe. It's just fun. I can't really explain. I love the camera with like the little, like, you know, you got like the tape around it too, and you got like the bees stuff. Like, it's so cute, man. I don't know. The reason why I didn't really have a problem with the Honey Dancer skin was because I thought Lavendra and Honey Dancer were kind of like a package deal, and it's so cute thinking that like them two could be like friends or something like that. It's just so cool. So that's why I wasn't like too upset about the Honey Dancer until I forgot about Lavendra and Honey Dancer being a thing. Before I forgot about all that, I remembered when I saw these two in the item shop, I'm like, these two could be friends. And I think that's sweet. I think that's really cute. Love this skin. Love the hair as well. Just so good. Absolutely amazing. We move on to Red Roots Billy. This is another Billie Eilish skin that we got. Hat stays on, man. You keep that hat on. Personally, to me, I think it looks better that way. It does hide a lot of her red, you know, accents in her hair. I will say, I said this every time I've talked about this skin, but with the hat on style, why does she not have her logo on the back of the cap? Why is it a plain hat? I don't know anyone that just wears a hat like a snapback and it has nothing on it. Little annoying to me personally. I don't know why she didn't just say, hey, just put my logo on it. Why not? Why not just put the little bluish icon or whatever it's called, the blowish? I'm not sure how you pronounce the icon or whatever it's called, but like, why not just put that little stick figure guy on it? I don't know. Something, anything. Regardless, skin's great. Love red and black. Favorite color scheme. One of my favorite color schemes. I want to mention here as well, the Good Girl wings, I think are really darn good. And then, of course, the shark back bling with her dog. It's adorable. Love it. Love it. Great skin. Moving on. We move on to the League of Villains bundle. So we have the Toga skin, and then we have the Dobby or Dabby skin, and the Tamora skins. Now, I was hearing that people were saying that the skins weren't all that good, or that they didn't like translate well to Fortnite. I can't really see that, but I don't watch this show, so I'm not 100%. Oh yeah, they were correct. Like, the only character I really know from these three is Toga, because I have seen a little bit of the first season of MHA, and I do recognize the Toga character. I think she's cool. I think the outfit is also really cool. You can run mask on or off. I actually think in this instance, both are completely fine. I think that the mask on is cooler, but you could run mask off as well. I feel like that it changes enough of the skin to where you could run either one. I don't think it necessarily matters. Then we talk about like the Dobby skin. I think he's cool for what he is. And then the Tamora skin, it's fine. I don't understand the characters because, again, I haven't seen the show, so I don't have much to say about these skins, and we're just going to move on. Then we're going to move on to the Titan skin, probably the best skin from this season, without a doubt. This is a sick as hell skin. It's so good. And it's an epic. It's only 1,500 V-Bucks. That's crazy. How on earth was this not a legendary? You could have easily made this a legendary and no one would have cared. It's really dope. Just look at it. Just look at it. It's so good. It's so good. They need to make more skins like this where it's like, it really blows people out of the water, because they did a really good job with this one. We're going to move on now to the Sylvie skin and the Loki God of Story skin, not the Loki skin, not the not the Fortnite crew skin. And I will say I do like the original Loki more than this version of the Loki skin. I don't know why they haven't brought back the other Fortnite crews. They said they would for crew members years ago. Where are they? When are we gonna get those skins back? Regardless, another story, another time. Loki God of Stories, I think it's fine. I think it's a good skin, but yeah, I prefer the original way more. And then we have the Sylvie skin. I think she's adorable. I don't know much about the show. I've seen the movies where Loki is in it, like the one Thor movie, I think it was. Something Ragnarok. I don't remember the name of the movie. I'm sorry, don't hurt me, but I've liked Tom Hiddleston's performance as Loki. So I don't know. I think they did a good job with like translating him, because I think that's what they went with. I think they went with like the actual actors here instead of what they did with the Guardians of the Galaxy skins. And I think they look great. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe they didn't do that. I don't know. I haven't seen the show. I haven't seen the property, but I think they look good. And I think that's what I could say about it. I think they look fine, but where can we get that original Loki skin again, Fortnite Police? We move on to the Reckless Wraith skin, and as I was saying in the item shop video, I'm sorry, but this really does feel like that one skin that we had a long time ago, the one for Patrick Mahomes. I don't remember the exact name of it. Oh, I remember. It was just the Patrick Mahomes skin. It's literally just called that. And if you look at like the Game Day Gladiator style, I don't know, I just kind of get that sort of feeling with this skin. It almost like feels the same from the color scheme to the armor and everything. And I don't know why I bought this. I mean, it's a good skin. I do like the hood. The hood is like crazy looking because he's like wearing two different things. I think it's an okay skin. It's definitely not the best skin, and I could see why I would probably not buy it, considering I don't buy everything blindly now. This one was close to not being bought, I will say that, because I was kind of on the edge with this one. It's all right. It's all right for what it is, and honestly, guys, with that out of the way, I think that is every skin that we got for Chapter 5 Season 2. I don't think I'm missing anything. There are two outfits here. There's the Tatsuo and the Carrie skins that we have not got yet, and I think these will be made available next season. I think Carrie is adorable. I'm really excited to get her. I think she's really cute. I like the sort of color scheme and the style she's got going on. I think it might be like a Lego sort of starter pack skin, and I'm definitely buying it because I think she looks great. And then the Tatsuo skin, there was a big thing going on about this skin, about how like the concept art looked way better than this. And I agree. I think this does not look good at all. I don't think they translated this very well to Fortnite, comparing it to the actual concept art that we had for this skin. And I probably should have made a video about it, but I just never did. And I don't know. I think that overall this season, I think the skins were good. I didn't have too many issues with them, but again, this was the first season where I just said I'm not buying everything new anymore. I refuse to do it, and I'm not gonna do it. And that's really what it comes down to. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed me covering the skins that we got from this season, as I do think that this was a pretty successful season nonetheless with the cosmetics for sure. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know with a like and subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Use code ITALK in the Fortnite item shop if you like to support me. Hashtag Epic Partner. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you all later. See ya.